Gonna open a can of sparkling water, lime flavored, zero sugar. Let's crack this one open. Oh yeah, look at that. I love bubbles. Oh, let's enjoy this. Yeah, very refreshing. Something I discovered this past week. I was like looking at the price of beer and everything, and it's interesting that there's two kinds of cultures when it comes to drinking alcohol in some of the people I met. And my favorite way to drink anything liquidy is from a can, not from a bottle. Bottles break, bottles are heavy. And usually when you drink from bottles, the quantity of whatever drink you bought is always less than buying it in a can. What I love about the can, they don't break. They're light. They're compact. They're easy to open. You don't need a can opener or what do you call those? The remove the cap on a bottle of pop or beer. And the other thing is, I just find the flavor is better in the can than it is from glass. I enjoy this all the time. And another thing I found that when you buy bottled like beer, you get less, and it's more expensive than the can. And the can you get more, and it's cheaper. So it's a win-win-win situation for me to drink anything out of a can. It's my number one choice. So yeah, the weekend is here, and I don't like to work on the weekend, but it is what it is. And I'm trying to put a positive spin and not dwell on the negative stuff. And I was talking to somebody recently about the negative things that happen in our lives and the positive ones, right? And I was driving or riding through the really dark neighborhoods of our city here, and every major city has a slum area where the bums hang out and homeless, and typically where they have the soup kitchens and shelters. They got the tents on the sidewalk or whatever, and I just every summer I just purposely ride in those neighborhoods really slow and just look. And a lot of drug addicts, a lot of drunk people, a lot of people that are just, I don't even know if they're dead on the sidewalk. They're just laying on the sidewalk. Nobody's doing anything. It's really weird. And so it's something that, I don't know, I don't know if it's the right way to say it, but it gives me inspiration to know that I'm not in that position. Because there's always somebody out there that's in a worse position that you are, right? It doesn't take more than 5 minutes to think, oh yeah, well this person is suffering this way financially, physically, emotionally, whatever it is. I was talking to somebody not too long ago about this, and sometimes you have to lay off your negative experience in life, just not focus on it all the time. We have to recognize them. We have to deal with them. We can't really ignore it, at least not for long. But we need to kind of put our, I know, when doctors, they have like a big group of people coming into the hospital, like they're all sick or they're all, like, got into an accident. They call it triage, right? They start with the most important patient to deal with, life-threatening things, and the other ones with the broken arm, it's not so life-threatening, it's just a painful thing. So the triage sometimes we have to do in our own lives, and it's not that we're ignoring the other problems, but we're focusing on certain things. But on the same note, I try to focus as well as positive things as I'm dealing with my negative situation in life. Whatever comes up, right? It comes in bigger and smaller. Like, there's good days and bad days. So yeah, I was just saying to this person, you need to just not focus on the negative things so much, and it's just ruining their day. Really, it's sort of ruining their attitude about life altogether. So yeah, because I used to be a bum many years ago. I was going through some really deep waters, and I was hitchhiking across Canada and living in the streets, sleeping on sidewalks, just like these guys downtown here. And I was depressed, suicidal, and I, was just going through a lot. And yeah, after traveling through 5 different provinces, we have 10 provinces in Canada. Canada's the second largest country, so every province is pretty huge. So I've lived in 5 different provinces, and I moved a lot. I may have mentioned this before, but during my deep water life cycle, where I was I was completely homeless, jobless. I had nothing except for the clothes on my back. I had a backpack, and that was it. And so it reminds me when I was like them back in the day, but I woke up, and snapped out of it, and I said, okay, enough is enough. There's enough of this sad part of my life. Just put it behind me, and there's certain things we have to do. That we have to acknowledge it, and deal with it, and then eventually just put it away. But it's in the back of your memory. It's there. So it's, to me, it really gives me I don't know, happiness to know that I'm not there anymore. But so many people are not in that happy moment. Maybe some of them will snap out of it and do like me, and go back to school or get a job or do whatever. So yeah, this weekend it's supposed to be fairly nice weather. So I'm putting a positive spin on the weekend. Overcast on Sunday, but yeah, I gotta cut the grass. It just grows like weed. It's just so a little bit annoying. So yeah, that's the news for today. Stay focused on what's positive, but don't ignore the things that you have to deal in your life. We all have to make decisions and do your triage, right? Start with what's most important, and just deal it one thing at a time, one step at a time. That's the news for today. Stay tuned till next time. This is Paul reporting live.